Hello everybody. We're going to do an art journal page today. This is number 8 in the inspirational saga that we're doing, I guess you want to call it. I don't know. I'm going to be using the old Dylusions paints that I have. This was a clean off page that I put gesso on top. That's our sentiment. Follow your heart. The paint that I have is lemon zest, bubblegum pink, squeezed orange. Yes, they're very old and funky, but that's okay. They'll still work. I have some black and white paint here. And I have several stencils on the side. I might use, I might not use. This sentiment came out of this stencil pack from Amazon. So let's get started and have some fun. See what we come up with. And let me grab some sponge daubers here so that we can go over this a little bit more and see what we come up with. All right, so let's start with orange. I know they're a little very old, quite funky inside, but they'll still work. Just pick some up. Move this out of the way, and I'll just work it into the sponge dauber. I'm not sure where I'm going to go with this today, but let's see what happens. I just want to add a little more solid and throw some of this in the background, this clean off page into the background. I'll put some more on, and I'll go up here where there's a lot more orange. Alright, and I'll just find another page and put it on. Alright, I have a wet baby wipe. I'll just, whoops, put these on there to keep them nice and wet. And before I close these up, I usually give them a couple of spritz of water to help keep them at least workable. All right, and let's go with lemon zest. That one's really cottage cheese, but that's all right. Let's just pick some up, work it in. Oh, I forgot to move the orange, but that's okay. And lay it down. Pick some up, get those little clumps down, and I'll come over here. Let's see, put some down here. I can even lighten up some of the orange. And I'll lay that down, and I'll give this a spritz. And I'll just close it up. All right, let me grab a baby wipe and clean this up. Whoops. Okay. We'll go with some bubblegum pink, because I know that's going to be darker. So, and that's a little more fluid. So I'll just pick up a little bit. Lay this down. That's a lot thicker. So let me add a little bit of water. Thin it out. I can put some down here into my orange. I might come back in here with some yellow. I can take a baby wipe and soften these edges a little bit. Blend it. Come back, very lightly blend. Pick this up, find a page, and add it. And just put that down. Wipe this off. Give this a couple of spritzes of water. Let it move around. I'll close it up. And all right, so I wanted to go back with the yellow. See if we can get more yellow in there. Yep. All right, I'll need more pink down here. Pick this up, find this page again, and I'll just go here. All right. I'll just pick up the pink, come back in, make it a little darker, because there's still some on there. All right, let me dry this and we'll figure out what we want to do next. All right, let me take out here. This is a Heidi Swap big 12 by 12 stencil. Doesn't say which one it is, but it's a bunch of hearts. I got this at Tuesday morning when Tuesday morning was still open near me. They are no longer open near me, which is, it's very sad because I loved that place for buying craft supplies. You could find really, really cheap things. All right, so I'm gonna lay this down, and I think I'll go. Should I use the same pink? Probably. Why not? Let me close it up and shake it because I added water. All right, and I'll get. See, the ones that are nice, if you add water, they stay really liquidy and nice. They're still good. They still work. And I'll just clean it off a little bit. Get it put in there, and I'll just come across and drag some hearts all over the place. Why not? I'll get some there. And, oops. I'll come down this way, come across. I can even get the ones on the sides, and one down there. And there's that. And I'll set that aside and clean that up in a minute. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just find this page, take a paper towel, and clean it off real quick. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but see, it's all right. All right. Let me close this up. All right, now I'll put the Crafters Workshop Mini Art Is. I'll use this stencil to put down some black and shake up my black here. Just put a little bit down. Just grab a pouncer or a makeup sponge, whatever you have, and I'll just hold this down and try, and because these little words do not play well sometimes with paint. All right, and I'll just go over here. And just add a little more paint. This is the same paint I used to put through these stencils. And let's see. Can I get it? There we go. Get it a little better. That's better. And then I'll just go down here. Because we're going to be doing more stenciling. And what I'll do to keep this from drying too much on here, I'll just take a baby wipe and really wet it good. Lay this on top. I have these little things sticking up. And I'll let it keep it nice and wet. Yeah. These little plastic pieces in the words, they tend to come up on me. I'll just set that over there. Grab a paper towel, dry this off, and move this so I can put the black down. I'll dry this, be right back. All right, now I have my favorite Tim Holtz stencils. I'm going to add more to this. I'm just going to keep adding until I feel like I'm done. I'm going to take this one that looks like burlap, and I'm going to add it. This is dry already, so I need to pick up some more paint. You can just keep going, like I said. It's your art journal page. You can do whatever you want. You can make it as crazy or as simple as you like. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add some more texture. Why not? I like it. And I'll just turn it. Keep adding. That's all it is texture. And while that's on there, I'll come over here, pick this up, put some down. Because like I said, I'll use this page for something, and it'll already have some kind of background. See, these just come apart weirdly. But it's a very old stencil, so I'll just clean this out on here. My fingers are sticking to it, which is fine. All right, I'll grab another baby wipe. And I'll come through here just gently, being mindful of the little loose pieces on it so that I don't break them off. All right. And I can just sandwich it real quick to dry it off. And then it's good to go. And I'll just come over here, wipe this up, dry it. And before I had this, when I wanted to achieve this, I found some rug tape and shelf liner, and they did the same thing. So let's see, what do I want to do next? I like these. This is like, and you can cut these out with a very thin plastic that you can buy at Dollar Tree, like one of those portfolios that are plastic. You can just download an image and draw it on there and then cut it out with very sharp scissors or a box cutter. I did all those before I started collecting all my art supplies. So now I'm going to be mindful of where I'm going to go with this. So let me shake up my white. Put some down, pick it up, and I think I want to go this way. Yes. So I will just pounce this in. Here. I love the big splash. I love it a lot. All right, so let's see. We got this here. We can actually go up here. Pick up some more paint. Make it a little bit more opaque. That, and I can go right here. Probably need a little more paint. Do I really? Just there we go. And let's just wet it. It may run, it may not. There we go. And I'll do the same thing. Another baby wipe, not 5 of them. Baby wipes are sometimes so impossible to get out. And I'll come over here and just clean it off. Why not? That's pretty neat. Let me hit that real quick because I know that will stick. All right, turn that back, there we go. And I'll just dry this. Wrong side. There we go. All right, so I'll pick that up. And this is our page so far. I love it. So I'm going to put this down, clean up a little bit of my edges here. Why not? I just used a paintbrush, very thin paintbrush, went around it with water, and just pulled the tissue off. This is tissue paper from Dollar Tree. So let's put this down. Let me shake this up. Let me find a brush. No, I want this one. My very favorite old paintbrush. I'm gonna wet this a little bit, and then I'll just throw this down and put it on there. Hopefully we got it where we need it. Now I will just gently pick this up, and that's too far up. I'll hold this, I'll pick it up here, and then just take that piece off. If I feel like there's not any there, I'll go underneath it. I'll hold it up, and I'll go from the inside out. Let me just... I'll wet my brush a little more, and I'll wet that. And I'll go up the middle. That way I can pick up the sides if I need to. If I see I'm going to have an air bubble somewhere, I can hold it, wet it, get some more, put it down, and just push the air bubbles out. Just be careful. Tissue paper will tear. All right. I do see an air bubble. I'll work it out. Come on. Go to the side. I'll be gentle with trying to work that out. Pick this up. With that, and there we go. I have some creases, but you know what? It's all right. I'm not too worried about them. And then I'll just take some and put it on my brush and go back over it to make sure. I wonder if I can rub that crease out. Just about. That's awesome. Now that it's wet on top, I will just gently run my finger over it and push out any air and flatten any major creases. One more. All right, I'm going to dry that. We'll be right back. Okay, now we can either put some white in here on your letters to do whatever you want. I got these two glitter markers from Dollar Tree, and if I wanted to be funny, I could throw some blue in here. I haven't used these in a while, so they might be a little dried up. Let's see here. I can add green dots, and it's just glitter. Let's see, I can even add to the white to make it stand out like it's neon. Or you can get glitter markers from Amazon. I think they're all pretty much the same. This is green, but we'll just do it anyway. And you can just keep going around your page. doing whatever you want. Oh, move that around. But this is just a jump start. Follow your heart. A lot of times it's going to steer you right. If we think too hard about certain things, we lose the chance or the moment we had. Even if it's a wrong one and you made a mistake, at least you knew. You can never sit there and say that you didn't follow your heart on some things. But that's our page for today. I can even go around some of these hearts with white. And I can go around them with black. But there's our page for the day. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate everyone that does. I try to thank you all for the comments that you leave. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.